What? Disney's Lightyear flops? I didn't even see it coming. Howdy, I'm Brylan. Say, are you absolutely flabbergasted by how Lightyear could have underperformed so abysmally at the box office? Are you scratching your head in utter bewilderment at how Disney's Lightyear could have underperformed by more than $30 million? Does this completely shocking development give you a case of what in tarnation? Well, none of this should be surprising to you, actually. I have the answer as to why Lightyear flopped so horribly in the movie theaters. But first, let's look at 6 reasons why the media is saying Lightyear failed at the box office. Are you tired of supporting companies that are constantly pushing the latest agenda and that hate the values you hold dear? Would you rather give your money to a freedom-loving American company? Then check out GoodRanchers.com. Good Ranchers is the highest quality American meat in the industry. They have steakhouse quality beef, chicken, and seafood. All of their meat has no added hormones or antibiotics, and it's sourced sustainably and locally. Stop paying outrageous gas prices driving to the store just to overpay for mediocre meat. Good Ranchers delivers the best meat in the industry right to your front door at a great price. Check out the link in the description below or visit goodranchers.com and use code Brylan and Lisa at checkout to get $30 off your first order at goodranchers.com. Real quick, hit that subscribe button and be a part of this community with us. We would love that. And would you mind hitting that thumbs up button? It really helps YouTube push this video out to more people. And thank you to everybody that supports us over on Patreon. You can find the link for our Patreon page in the description below. And a special shout out to Tom Hoppins and Amy's Projects. Okay, but seriously, I mean, we all had high hopes for Lightyear, the movie, the newest Disney movie. We all had high hopes for it. So, by a show of hands, who thought Lightyear was going to be a smashing success? Anybody? Listen, Lightyear made around $50 million. It was projected to make around $85 million. Somebody that was supposed to see this movie didn't see this movie. Okay, so quickly, let's go over 6 reasons why the media is saying Disney Pixar's Lightyear failed with a meh $51 million opening. I just want to say real quick, if I made $51 million this weekend, I feel pretty good. The first definitive reason why Lightyear failed. Buzz got shot down by fighter jets and devoured by dinosaurs. Let's start with what we know for sure. Lightyear was a victim of incredibly strong competition posted by Jurassic World Dominion and Paramount Skydance's Top Gun Maverick. So reason number 1, debunked. You want to know why? Because Disney is the competition. Disney does not release movies to competition. Disney rules the box office. They put out a movie, people go see it. That is until they started turning into agenda police. Plus, the competition here, so you have a family, Father's Day weekend, saying, hey, let's go see a movie. Are they going to take their toddlers to Jurassic World? No. Are they going to take their toddlers to go see a 30-year-old sequel to a movie that was mediocre? No. You have Jurassic World and Top Gun. And then you have a Disney Pixar film. There's no competition here. If people wanted to go see Lightyear, they would have went and seen it. Reason number 2, there was confusion about what Lightyear was. A reason why spin-offs don't do as well as their main franchise counterparts is because they separate themselves to a certain degree from what audiences find appealing. Not only does Lightyear not have the Toy Story characters audiences love, including Toy Buzz himself, but there was confusion about what the film actually was. Give me a break. This is Toy Story here. If they would have taken Lightyear seriously, meaning if they would have just stuck to what Disney does best and make family kid-friendly movies without an agenda, without all that garbage, to be honest with you, we would have went and seen it because it's Buzz Lightyear. Yes, Tim Allen is the only Buzz Lightyear forever. He will only ever be the real Buzz Lightyear. But when you have an origin story of sorts about Buzz Lightyear and where he came from, yeah, that sounds interesting. People love Toy Story. People want to see more Toy Story. And plus, Toy Story, 2 of the 4 Toy Story movies are in Disney's top 10 highest grossing movies of all time. You can't tell me that Toy Story isn't recognizable enough to make a movie like this, put some heart and soul into it, and then tell me people won't go see it because they don't understand what Toy Story is. Give me a break. Third reason, but those who did see it loved it. The slight bit of good news for Lightyear is that audience reception has been positive. Audience metrics from the film included an A- on CineScore and post-rank ratings of 85% positive, with 61% saying they would definitely recommend it. And this is coming from probably skewed numbers as well. If you don't know, Rotten Tomatoes, I don't trust them as far as I could throw them because there's been some sketchy dealings in the past with reviews getting erased. And, they're basically turning it into, if you don't have something good to say about this movie with an agenda, then your review isn't wanted here. Let's just see on here. Whoa! That's a different story. 5.1 out of 10 out of 25,000 people. A Metascore of 60. That means even the critics were like, eh. When you look at places that don't censor reviews, people are saying, Number 4. Did Disney Plus hurt Pixar theatrically, which leads to the question of whether Disney's recent trend of releasing Pixar films as streaming exclusives had dinged the venerable animation house's reputation of making can't-miss movies for the big screen. It's possible that parents, in an effort to cut down on expenses in an inflation-addled economy, are less willing to buy 4 movie tickets and concessions for anything but the biggest of films, and that Lightyear didn't meet that increased selectivity as they decided to wait for the release of Disney Plus. So, in recent years, Disney has been releasing extremely mediocre movies, if not just bad movies. But they still perform at the box office, at least somewhat closer to expectations than what Lightyear did. And if people didn't want to go to movie theaters, then movie theaters would have shut down over the last 2 years. Believe me, movie theaters went through a really hard time, but they were still kept afloat. You know why? Because people want to see movies in the theater. They want to experience the experience of the large screen. And I can tell you this, when Paw Patrol came out, the Paw Patrol movie, they put it out on Paramount Plus, but we didn't watch it on Paramount Plus with our son. We took him to the movie theater, and he loved it because of the experience of being in a huge theater and watching your favorite movies on the big screen. What does number 5 even mean? Come on, they're just like, we need 6 reasons. Let's add this one that doesn't even make sense. Reason 6, theaters are still raking in cash. Lightyear may be a letdown for Disney, but it's still contributing to the strong summer that movie theaters have enjoyed so far. Okay, so basically number 6 is saying people are going and spending record amounts of money at the theater. That's why Lightyear did so bad. They think we're idiots, remember? Did you see my last video? My last video on Chris Evans, what he said about people that don't think like our moral superiors in Hollywood? He said we're idiots. He said you're an idiot. How much more are we going to take of this nonsense? This is all made up. These 6 reasons. Look up an article for why Lightyear flopped. They're either going to completely avoid the reason why it flopped, or they're going to tell you that you're a bigot and that's why it flopped. The reason why Lightyear flopped is because people don't want to be indoctrinated anymore. People are saying, you know what, we've given concessions in almost every area, but now you're coming for my children. Now you're saying that I'm a bad parent if I don't want to start teaching my children about sexual orientation and all these. And so if I don't want to send my kid to school to be indoctrinated by some leftist teacher, then I'm the bad parent. Or at least if I want to say, hold on, I don't want my child this young learning about this, being taught about this. I want to wait until I, as their parent, feel like it's the right time to start talking about sex in any area. I can tell you right now, I believe that Lightyear flopped because people are sick of the agenda. Let's stop giving our money to Disney and feeding the machine. They will not stop if we don't stop giving them the money to do it. Hey, would you let me know your thoughts in the comments below? I would love to hear from you and have a conversation with you about all this. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel and be a part of this community with us. We put out content almost every single day. And hit that like button. When you hit that thumbs up button, YouTube pushes this video out to more people, and I would really appreciate it. Don't forget to check out our Patreon page in the description below. And hey, if you want to grill the best meat that you've ever had in your life, check out Good Ranchers Meat Company. It's goodranchers.com. You can get $30 off your order when you use code Brylan and Lisa, so don't forget to go do that. goodranchers.com. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.